It's 2 million BC, and you've just been born in the icy plains of what will eventually become North America. Welcome to the world, little saber-toothed cub. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. You probably can't hear me because you're born deaf, and blind, and completely helpless. Congratulations. You've just entered the world's worst daycare. Step 1. Survive kittenhood. Your mom's out hunting woolly mammoths because dinner is a commitment. Meanwhile, you're stuck in the cave with your siblings, who are basically tiny murder machines with no concept of personal space. You think sharing a bunk bed is bad? Try sharing a den with 3 ankle biters who think your tail is a chew toy. As you fumble around, your siblings use you as a combination pillow and chew toy. Mom's feeding time is an adventure in itself. Picture this. You're lying there when suddenly a face full of enormous teeth approaches. Don't worry, it's just dinner served with a side of potential impalement. Dad's parenting style is equally charming. His grunts are his primary form of communication, and bonding time involves dropping half-chewed mammoth chunks near you. Such a thoughtful gesture. As your senses develop, you're treated to a symphony of chaos, incessant mewling and parental snoring. But the real excitement begins with teething. Those impressive saber teeth don't appear overnight. Your gums feel like they're on fire, and suddenly everything looks chewable. Your siblings' tails become tempting targets. In a moment of bravery, you attempt your first roar. You imagine a fearsome sound that would make even mammoths tremble. Instead, what comes out is more like a kitten's sneeze mixed with a hiccup. Your siblings look at you with a mixture of confusion and secondhand embarrassment. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was a saber-tooth's roar. Those impressive teeth might be fully grown, but using them? That's a whole different ballgame. You'd think being born with built-in daggers would make you an instant killing machine, right? Well, prepare for a rude awakening, little saber-tooth. Your first hunting lesson begins with Dad demonstrating his skills. As you watch, his jaw unhinges like a snake's, revealing those massive canines in all their glory. It's both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Now it's your turn, and suddenly those teeth feel more like unwieldy tusks than precision hunting tools. You spot a rabbit hopping nearby. This is your moment to shine, to prove you're a true predator. You crouch low, channeling every ounce of your prehistoric instincts. With a burst of energy, you launch yourself forward, only to faceplant spectacularly into the dirt. Your pounce resembles a drunken stumble more than a graceful leap. The rabbit casually hops away, leaving you with a mouthful of prehistoric soil and wounded pride. Your parents exchange a look that screams, "Maybe we should have eaten this one." Ouch. But you're not giving up that easily. After all, those 8-inch canines aren't just for show, right? Attempt after attempt ends in failure. You miss pounces, trip over your own paws, and manage to scare away every potential meal within a mile radius. It turns out that having big teeth doesn't automatically make you a skilled hunter. Who knew? Finally, after what feels like an eternity of embarrassment, you spot a lizard sunning itself on a rock. This is your chance. You creep forward, remembering the importance of patience and timing. With a slightly less clumsy pounce, you manage to catch the lizard. It's not exactly the mammoth you were hoping for, but hey, it's a start. And let's talk about stamina, or lack of it. You've got the sprinting power of a cheetah, but the endurance of a couch potato. You run for 10 seconds, miss your target, and now you're just standing there, wheezing like someone who sprinted up 5 flights of stairs after eating cake. Meanwhile, your prey? They're halfway to the next ice age. Adulthood. The time when you're finally supposed to hit your prime. But let's be real, adulthood as a saber-toothed cat is just a long series of unfortunate events dressed up as survival. First up, hunting. You've got these ridiculously oversized canines which make you look fierce but are wildly impractical. Sure, they're great for scaring prey, but the actual process of using them? That's another story. Because those teeth? They're brittle. You've got to sink them into just the right spot. A 1 in a million sweet spot on your prey. Otherwise, crack. Congratulations, you've now got a broken tooth and a reputation as the loser who couldn't even take down a slow mammoth. And it's not just about catching the prey. Once you've actually killed something, assuming you do, you've got about 10 minutes to eat before every scavenger in the Ice Age shows up to crash your party. Dire wolves, giant bears, those annoying vultures that just scream insults from the sky, they all want a piece. By the time they're done with you, you're lucky to get a rib bone. By adulthood, you've figured out the system. Hunt, eat, nap, repeat. But don't get too comfortable. Nature's got a curveball for you. Ice Age mosquitoes. Yep, those prehistoric bloodsuckers are here to remind you that even the top predator isn't safe from itchy doom. You'd swat them with your tail, but oops, it's busy being bitten by a baby sabertooth who hasn't learned boundaries. But hey, at least you'll go down in history, literally. In a few thousand years, some human is going to dig up your bones, stick you in a museum, and call you a fearsome predator. Little will they know that your life was mostly spent running from wolves, fighting mosquitoes, and tripping over your own teeth. Now you're old. Your joints ache, your teeth are dull, and every meal feels like a team-building exercise. The young cats look at you like you're ancient history, literally. You're basically the Ice Age version of a retiree yelling at kids to get off your glacier. And then, one day, your time comes. You lie down in the grass, reflecting on your life. Sure, you had some good times, like that one mammoth hunt where you didn't fall on your face. But mostly, it's been a lifetime of dental problems, mosquito bites, and dodging bigger predators who thought you looked like a furry appetizer. Let's face it, folks. Being a saber-toothed cat wasn't just difficult. It was evolution's practical joke. From birth to extinction, these apex predators faced a comedy of errors that would make even the most seasoned comedian cringe. So next time you're at a museum looking at a saber-toothed skeleton, just remember, it probably died from embarrassment. After all, when you're the punchline of evolution's longest-running gag, extinction might just feel like sweet relief.